Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode of What to Watch here at RacePlazaMedia. My name is Pia, and there's a lot of racing for you to watch this weekend, especially a lot of endurance racing. So might as well just start it off with that this week. So you have 4 different endurance races to choose from. You have a 24-hour race, a motorcycle endurance race at the Le Mans track in France. Then you also have a 12-hour race at Spa as part of the 24-hour series sponsored by Hankook. And then you also have a 6-hour race in Bathurst, Australia. And then last but not least, as part of the World Endurance Championship, you also have a 6-hour race in Imola. So lots of endurance races for you this weekend, if that's your cup of tea. I know my brother for sure, he is so looking forward to the 6-hour race in Imola as part of the World Endurance Championship. Also because this is one of the last big races before or ahead of the actual Le Mans Cup coming in June. So he just wants to be right in the mix of it and know exactly what's going on. So he is ready for this weekend and also for the 24-hour race in Le Mans later in June. But then if you don't have this much time on your hand, which I don't blame you, I'm sure you have other plans maybe this weekend, there's lots and lots of other racing available for you. So let's continue with Formula One. Of course, the guys from Formula One are back yet again this weekend. This weekend, they will be competing in Saudi Arabia at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. So they will be racing there. So it'll be interesting. It's been an interesting season so far. Of course, both of the McLarens are up in the running. Max had a nice showing a couple weeks ago, so I'm sure this will be interesting. And if you're playing F1 Fantasy, make sure you set up your team or do any transfers you need in just the next few days, right before qualifying, of course. And this is also their third leg of their triple header. After that, the guys will have a week of a break before they come here to the US for their stop in Miami. But Formula One is not the only thing that will be racing in Saudi Arabia. We also have Formula 2 joining on the court, as well as all the women from the F1 Academy. And then if this is not enough Formula type of racing for you, we also have the Junior League Formula 4. The French competition will be competing this weekend in Nogaro. And then there's also Super Formula, which will be competing in Motegi, Japan. So lots of different formula, single-seater, open-wheel options for you here. But if this is not for you, how about some NASCAR? Most Americans love NASCAR. It's big here, of course, in this country. So we have lots of NASCAR happening for you this weekend. We have the Craftsman Truck Series, we have the Xfinity Series, as well as the ARCA Menard Series. They will all be racing at the Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina. Then we also have the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. They will be competing in Connecticut at the Thompson Speedway. So lots of NASCAR options for you again this weekend. So let's move on from stock car racing to how about some single make championships. We have 2 Renault Clio Cups competing in France this weekend, the French Clio Cup as well as the Spanish Clio Cup. And then we also have 2 Porsche Carrera Cups competing this weekend, one in Asia, and the German Porsche Carrera Cup is competing in Imola in Italy. So you have 4 different single make championships. And the great thing about those is they're all for you for free on YouTube. Those 4 you can definitely watch for free on YouTube. The French Formula 4 championship you'll be able to watch on YouTube. So there's some great ones that you can tune into for free. Oh, and in terms of the endurance championships, the Bathurst 6-hour race is also for free for you to watch on YouTube. So there's lots of different options. You have a formula type racing, you have a single make championship, you have an endurance race that you can watch all for free on YouTube. So we've talked a lot about 4-wheel racing. How about some 2-wheel racing? AMA Supercross is of course back because they don't ever really take a break. So they will be competing this weekend at the MetLife Stadium in Jersey. So this time we will have the East Coast boys back again. as in terms of the 250SX. And then, of course, we have all the gentlemen from the 450SX. And it's been a really exciting season. It's been a very turbulent season. As a new Supercross fan, I am beginning to wonder if this is every season. Is this turbulent as it has been the last 2 seasons? And if Supercross is not enough for you, there's also the Motocross World Championship competing in Frauenfeld, Switzerland. So you have those 2 options in terms of some dirt bike racing. Unfortunately, the guys from MotoGP are on a break this weekend. I mean, they definitely do deserve it, but we're very much looking forward to their return. And last but not least, I want to give 2 shout outs to some American grown racing. We have the World of Outlaws competing this weekend. Their sprint cars will be competing in Iowa. And then we also have the Super Dirt Car Series competing in Albany, New York. So there you have it. Lots and lots of different types of racing for you. Lots of free racing for you as well, which is, of course, the most exciting part. If you don't want to pay for these paid subscriptions that everybody is nowadays offering. But thankfully for YouTube, we have several races still for free to watch. I personally, of course, will turning into Formula One, definitely. AMA Supercross, definitely. F1 Academy, most definitely. I highly recommend tuning into F1 Academy early in the season, especially because then you can see the huge progression these women make throughout the single season. So you don't want to miss out on that. So yeah, F1 Academy, F1, AMA Supercross for me as well. I know my brother will be watching the whole 6-hour race in Imola as part of the WEC. So it is definitely a packed weekend for us, but I'm excited about it. Who doesn't love racing? I mean, we know, we love racing. But I will leave you with all of this for today. Please let me know in the comments what you will be tuning into. I'd love to find out what other people are tuning into for this weekend. And then we will see you again as per usual on Monday for our first part of the race weekend recaps. So have a great weekend, enjoy the racing, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.